My Gavanen Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Galadirthan, and welcome back to Warhammer Total War 2, or the other way around, with Eltharion the Grim. I am absolutely loving playing as Eltharion the Grim, and I think I realise now, after having read the comments on the 4 videos that have gone before this, and I thank you to all of you for commenting on them, that the reason that Eltharion delights me so is because he shares my utter repugnance of the greenskins. I absolutely loathe them. I can't tell you for why, but there is something about the undead and orcs that I just never can get behind. I hate everything about them. There's nothing about their design, their battle mechanics, the way that any of the backstory behind them that interests me in the slightest. And I must confess, the same is true for Lord of the Rings, where, of course, most of my knowledge is actually based. Orcs just repel me. I don't like them at all, and I have no desire to play as them. So I'm thoroughly enjoying playing as Eltharion, because he shares my hatred of these little green monsters. And speaking of Eltharion, we need to defend Norivres, which we have in the south here. Oh, one thing I did want to just ask. Thank you very much, as I said, to all of you for the comments on the previous 4 videos. They're all very nice to read and very nice to receive, and I thank you, and I will continue playing the campaign. And I will continue releasing it in batches of a number of videos at a time, as opposed to every Wednesday, this is the Warhammer video. I'm just going to record batches while I'm enjoying playing the game. I'll release them all at once. I might change it so that the videos are released with the first video of the batch being published and the others being unlisted but listed in the playlist, so you can find them in the playlist, but they won't give you 4 notifications at once, which I think may be a better way to go. But anyway, let us return to Eltharion, or just as a brief catch-up. Up here in the north, we've got to quell a rebellion in the Trace or Crace region. This is something I was going to ask you. I've seen many people pronounce this province as Trace, which is how I would also pronounce it, because a hard CH at the start of the word is very rare in almost all languages that I'm aware of. So Crace doesn't really sound like what it should be, as opposed to Tor Akare, which to me is definitely a hard CH. But let me know if you say Trace or Crace, because I'd be interested to know. Anyway, let us head back over to Eltharion, as I say, and we will attack the greenskins. I don't think we have... Oh, we do. He's healed a reasonable amount, actually. So we've got our Sun Dragon in tow. And we also have our Noble. No, we don't, unfortunately. He's going to stand by and watch it all happen. That's not very helpful, is it? But we must control it. You've all suggested to me that in ensuring the survival of the High Elves here in the Badlands, and indeed in the conquest and capture of Ulthuan, we should perhaps look to get some siege weapons, particularly, of course, the Bolt Thrower, because it's the only siege weapon we get. And to use, primarily, it has 2 functions, doesn't it? A high, accurate, damage-dealing bolt, or a spread of bolts that hits many things at once. And so I will look into that. And also, allow me to thank... I really want to say your name was Ben, but I'm sorry, I'm terrible with the comment names. But I had no idea the spell browser was even here. And it even gives you a little show of what the actual spell looks like. I thought that was really cool. So I will try to improve my spell usage as we go forward. I also note that the archer spam only really works if you're going to go 100%. So as I am not going 100%, because I don't think it's going to help me all that much, I should look to try and get a few more melee forces in amongst the roster. But right, here we go. We've got a little army ahead of us, if I can just scoop the camera forward. Orc boys, and... oh, they're coming with chariots again, but they are going to fire arrows, which will allow them to stand off and let us shoot them. But we are attacking them, but I think we might be able to lull them back here, because the other thing that I'm very grateful to you all for is the copious amounts of comments that told me that fighting on the hills does now, or does always, give an advantage for the High Elves. Well, not for the High Elves specifically, for everyone. Everyone gets a bonus if you are fighting downhill. The only counter to this, as I've read from all of your comments, is if a unit is fighting uphill and it has the Strider perk, was it? Then it is not negatively affected by fighting uphill. Oh, I forgot completely to align with our own reinforcements. Ah, bugger. I've made a rookie mistake and the time for our attack has come. Well, what is this? Oh, they didn't do very well with that, did they? How many did it take? And it looks like they took 1 down. That's good. Always nice to see an enemy's plans go to nothing. We really want them to... look, they're going to try and flank over there, aren't they? Like the annoying... I hate them. Oh, dear. They are. At the moment, they seem more interested in moving in on the Sun Dragon than they do on dealing with my actual army. And they also appear to be preparing to avoid... I'm not sure what they've got going on here. They're moving their cavalry in. Goblin Spider Riders, Wolf Riders, and there's more of them Spider Riders of the very worst. How can we make a greenskin even more unappealing? Let's chuck it on top of a spider. Oh yes, what a good idea. Somebody give that man a raise.
We go.
Oh, we fought here before, haven't we? Let's get the Sun Dragon out of the way because he's taking a lot of damage. And let's just slow it down because we are going to need to deal with that. And by deal with that, I mean all three of you, if you would. And you three, if you would, come and stand up here. You guys, however, target those. And the archers that have come in from that side, please all shoot the Goblin War Chariot. We'll keep the Sun Dragon back just for the moment. Zoom in a touch. Let's get you to go down the hill. Do I want you to go down the hill? I don't think I do want you to go down the hill. I think I want you to come up here if you could get up there in time. Eltharion can move down. They've changed over and they're assisting. And we got those 4 spear units moving into position as we speak. But you might want to run. Oh, and it looks like the Goblin War Chariots are going to allow themselves to get in close. I'm not sure why they're doing that. But it is not ours to question the stupidity of our enemy. It is ours to capitalize on it. And that we can do. Move yourselves further forward. Have we got anything coming on that side? We have got something. Oh, there's so many of the enemy. We've got way too many units over here. You two, pull away. Get out of there and get out of there sharpish. You, let's get out. Are you better if I make you defensive, or do you get charge defense against large foes? Right, okay. So then if you charge into the orc boys, because nothing here is large. Apart from those wolves, we haven't got to worry about them too much. Now, you guys target on those wolves, and you, if I can get you to, please change up and come over here. Keep it at a slightly slower speed for now. You 4 are in position. Hit those forest goblins there. You guys come behind. We've always got the Sun Dragon. We're always armed with the knowledge of the Sun Dragon.
For duty.
You guys, yes, I know you're being attacked by him, but you can't all hit him, so if some of you move over there, that would be great. I do need to start making Eltharion the powerhouse that he could be in battle.
Without fail.
Oh, they've warred. Turn yourselves around just in case. Just pull the dragon out of that. Spear units.
Archers, onward!
Get up the hill.
For duty. Understood. For duty.
You no longer need to all target the same thing. Ah, we got the spears on that flank just in time. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I am aware, many people mentioned in the comments, I am aware that a unit routing will not actually flee until it is shattered, and it takes 4 breaks to shatter. So I know that it will keep coming back. It is just my poor commandership to forget that they've routed and ignore them. Which is my own fault, and I apologise for that. Oh, look at that one over there. Hit them. Eltharion, give it a good old crashing through there. What have you got on that one? Oh, you give unbreakable. Oh, nice. Now get yourself in there and support on that. Spearman, you're not doing anything.
As you say.
Charge up the hill there. Archers, I don't like you sitting on top of each other. Let's spread you out. Target the archers down over there.
It shall be done.
You do the same. Spears, nothing charged you, so let's get you involved. Tyrion's doing all right. Ah, the dragon. Take off, my winged friend.
Spearman.
You're against those snotlings. You're dealing with those snotlings.
Noble.
And all of you guys are going to have to stay over here, because those units are going to come back. But we've killed them, that's all right.
Archers.
Change tact, change onto those ones. You come and get involved. Nah, this is easily in our favour. We're already about to win, aren't we? Aha! 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 Yes! Another for Athel Tamara. All archers, your target is clear. Bring down this fool. But we're not going to get caught off guard this time, no sir. He's ours. Let's get him. Go, 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 go. Come on, every archer in the game. Target him. Target him. Kill him, 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 kill him. That's so many arrows, how is he not dying? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. He's so close. Oh, yes, I think we got him. I think we got him. We shouldn't display such emotion. For Eltharion is our lord. And only by quelling the emotions of our mind are we able to subdue the greenskin threat. Who's this over here? Giblet. What a pathetic name. Giblet. It's alright, they're going. Let them run. Let them run. It matters not. Decisive victory. May I also just say how cool the Ivres flag is. I don't know what type of animal that is. Obviously it's a bird. But I don't know what type of bird that is. But it looks fantastic. I really, really like it. I like the colours. I just like everything about that banner. I quite like the light and dark blue contrast. It's nice. It's nice. And it stands out as well, which is also very nice. Oh, 1,180. That's nice as well. Everything's nice. What a nice day. Something that isn't nice, though.
Let them...
I was thinking when I was watching these videos back, because shamelessly I do often watch my videos back, is that we upgraded Athel Tamara to give us 1 influence per turn, did we not? In this building, I can't say that it actually has given us 1 influence per turn. Has anyone else noticed that? Has it actually given what it suggested it would? Also, is every single upgrade 5 supply? Each facility... Yes, it is. I've answered my own question. Right, what should we do with you? You're a prisoner, weren't you? So I think we might as well execute you. It's better than that, because we're about to wipe out your fake faction. So we'll execute you, and Eltharion will go up a level. Oh, we get 2 upgrades now. Ha 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 ha. Unlock the Mistwalker's building chain. I was going for the influence, wasn't I? We could get the interrogation, which allows us to interrogate, but I don't think that's all that useful. I think number 1, we should get that so that we can get 2 people, and number 2,
my vow.
I really am tempted to go for that so that we can get the 2 influence, because influence is so handy if that is working properly.
Shall be restored.
It is said that the goddess Ladriel watches over all Aser that enter the mists of Ivres. By performing a sacred rite in her name, the mist's power will be tempered.
He talks very slowly, doesn't he?
Warden. You have increased Ivres's defenses and restored the mist's.
Oh, smashing! We've increased the defenses. And summon the sentinels. Climbing or manning equipment or on a platform. Cannot target if, sorry, ignore that. Doesn't affect friendly troops. Summons a unit of sentinels of Asteriel. Short, wide, expanding, tear-shaped attack. Can disrupt unit. Oh, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And we've got the Invocation of Ladriel, which we worked out a little while ago, is a £500 cost for 10 influence and a Lawmaster's Cloak. And we've got the money at the moment, so let's do it. Oh, we can't do it. We've got to wait 5 turns.
Standing by.
Speaking of waiting, let's wait no longer for you to join
I have
Eltharion.
much to teach them.
Eltharion has grown in service, so I really want to get that because his movement range increases, his upcreep drops, and his recruit rank is higher as well. I'm going to get that one, I'm afraid. And then we'll go to making him into a powerful lord. Because that's what I'd really like him to be. Oh, we definitely want Stormwing. When we get to 14, we'll take that. Although, what does Stormwing... I don't like that you can't... that's something else I'd like to know, is can I fake click on that so that I'm able to actually read what it does? Because, of course, obviously it changes many of his traits along the bottom here. Although they're not really traits, are they? Battle effects are the ones below. I'm going to call them traits. It changes his traits, but I'm not able to actually see what they are unless I know what their icons are at a glance. And I'm not yet well enough versed with the game to know what the icons are at a glance.
Prince Eltharion.
But as suggested, no, I think that's a healthy balance, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a melee unit there. But then, as people have also suggested, something I should watch out for, and I think we will do, is we're up against the orcs of a lot of infantry, and rangers are anti-infantry. So let's chuck some of them in while we can, because we've got to get them from the global. So we'll take some rangers, and Norivres is doing all right.
People are restive.
Now we come to the decision, don't we? First of all, we will be going to get Nortralinia, but do we want to nip back and get Gorgazan first? I've just got to pop back to Gorgazan. I've left something over there. And then, of course, our ever-present requirement to get Safari on board. Safari, right at the bottom. Oh, look, you really like me. Oh, let's like each other a bit more, Safari. I'd very much like for you and I to come together in unity.
It is good to receive guests of breeding.
Let's just see if even that smallish amount of money. When I was playing, again, sorry to mention him, but when I was playing as Elithanar and I confederated with Eotane, it cost me 22,000 gold coins. So I'm not expecting this one to be a cheap event.
You must restore order.
That place is not going to like us. There's nothing I can do about it. You don't like me because I'm a untrustworthy scum, basically. It is dropping by 1 per turn, so it will go down by 9, so it will still then hate us by 3 points. We don't really need military training here, so I think something we can definitely do is delete that. Oh, but that gives us our rangers, and it may be the only location that does, actually. Because the Southern Badlands doesn't have a barrack, so we can't delete that just yet. It's alright, we can just let it rebel. Our army has little to do at the moment. But now we are at an end turn. Let us just end the turn and move forward. Oh yes, I'd forgotten that Avalon has decided to end their pitiful campaign on the altar of death before us. Kothic, coming back. Is that Kothic as well, or should I be calling that Sothic? I doubt it though. A C at the start of a word is almost always a hard C.
For countless Asur lives depend
Oh, what do
upon
you want? Something good? No, bugger, they're coming for me. Oh, why are you attacking me? Your capital has been captured. And why did the rebels just attack Avalon?
A regiment of mist walkers has been recruited. A great boon to your forces.
Oh, brilliant.
This
Skull Takers have been destroyed. Technology research. Where's the...
Limitless.
Oh, was that just the unit that was just trained on Eltharion? I assume it was. Oh, we're down to the... Oh, we can get trade advancements. I will go for that while we can. Get that one in nice and early.
Order must be
Master of magic.
Let's go and stand in Torakare for now.
Magic in purest form.
Get our army replenished and let's see what Alariel does. I appreciate Alariel as I've watched various Let's Plays of Total War since it came out, and I've been improving somewhat on just generally keeping up with changes in the game. And I understand that Alariel is a fantastic legendary lord.
Prince Eltharion.
But Avalon, it would seem, are going to probably kick the old bucket. I'll tell you what we should do is get the barracks over here. If we take it in Agrul Migdal, because that's our safer location. Do I want an Elven Fairground then in Norivres? I don't think I do. I think let's cancel that, and even let's delete that. We'll upgrade that one and that one in their stead. But if we get the Mistwalker building in Norivres, I think that'll be a worthwhile.
I will avenge.
That'll be worthwhile. But the army stands... 1 turn, and then we're off to Nor... No, I really want to go for Gorgazan.
You come bearing arms.
Leonardo Catrazza. I'm afraid, Leonardo, I find your very existence to be an offence to my kind, and I can't help but feel I need to remove you from the game. Who do you like? Oh, you don't like anyone, and you're at war with my allies, so I think the deal is done. The case has been made. They're hating me slowly by it as each turn passes. So we will be attacking them.
So,
but we do have relatively equal power stance.
the Empire.
I'd really like the border princes on side.
Greetings.
But they just
we may
really
not
don't know
be
me.
the
Oh, but we can get them now, can't we? Yes, we can. Intrigue at the court. Send someone to the Myrmidons. We have requests of them that will need to be fulfilled. Oh, that's what we just did, isn't it? Sorry. Right, we'll wait our turn then, and we're just sitting and waiting up here. And just at least until we've replenished. 2 more turns. Let's see what she does. Come at me, Alariel, and you shall meet your end, I assure you. Although we could nip over and take Tor Anlet, couldn't we? And finally just knock Kothic out of the game. And then continue impressing Safari until we've got enough money to get them. I'd really like Ulthuan on board. Who is raiding us? The broken axe. They've taken Morkheim. And Morkheim retaliated by taking the Dragonhorn mines.
The Warden of Tor Ivres.
Now, someone suggested that somewhere I am able to see... Ah, there we are. Campaign line of sight, plus 10% for local regions. And it changes depending... So there are variations on whether or not your people like you. So we do want them to like us, because then our tax rate growth, line of sight, bizarrely, and I assume recruitment capacity will eventually go up once they start to really like us up into the higher tiers. That is all very good. We've already got that building, and we want that building so that we can get the Faith Bearers and the Spire Guard. Yes, I think that's going to be what we want over here. And then ideally we will want one of those. Am I bothered with the top one? I mean, it would be worthwhile getting the Lion Chariots just to see what they're like, wouldn't it? But, we can pop back over to Gothic, yes, and we can delete that now. We won't need that. Replace that with a public order.
Weaver of spells.
Wait one more turn for her, and then we'll send her out. Marble stocks, yes please. Let's get those cheaper buildings, and then we'll head over to Tor Anlec. And finally kill off Trace in Tor Dranil. You've claimed the Sword of Cain in 2 locations. Is that correct? Am I reading that right? Why is the sword shining over 2 regions? We may never know. We may never know.
The sea churns.
But it is in the Badlands where our actions must now come to fruition. Where is this army that's raiding us? Probably near Nortrelinia, but I don't want to leave it unsecured. I can't believe they broke their non-aggression pact with me.
Prince Eltharion.
Oh, look, there they are. Hello, Darberts.
Leave none alive.
You're not right, Dad.
I think you'll find, sir, it is you who is not right in the head. But you won't have to worry too long, for you won't have it for much longer. It'll be so disappointing once the greenskins are dead. Who can we then turn our rage and justice against? The Skaven, I suppose. Wherever those filthy little buggers hide, we'll root them out. But no, you can run away. The vampires taking most of your province does me a grand service and sees the campaign turn on its head. We've gone from almost being wiped out to suddenly having the upper hand.
Enemies.
Sorry, what? Let's just casually scale this cliff. How did you just do that? Let's hope they haven't ruined Nortrelinia too much. But we will head there first and take that, because the vampires are doing whatever they are up here. I don't really want an army of orcs attacking us, and we're not yet at war with Gorgazan, so we can wait. And I don't think Khemri is going to be hitting them too hard with the coming of the Crusades from Bretonia. But we will attack Nortrelinia in a moment, but we can now move out up here, can't we?
Trained by the White Tower.
Where are you going,
Dawn's
Mario? Where are you going?
Student of Teclis.
Do we want to chase her down, or do we just want to push on Tor Anlec? She hasn't really got a
Knight of
strong
Avalon.
army. Although she has got some Dryads. That's interesting. What's your garrison like, Alicia? Not particularly smashing. Miss Knight, you can build me what I want. Yes, you can. I think we should perhaps take out Eltharion, because we're going to have to be popping back here in a moment to deal with the rebellion, so we don't want to get too far into their land.
They will
So
die.
let's try and cut her off before she arrives and put her down. How long do we think it's going to take until my reliability goes up again? 'Cause that would be really handy. Oh,
For
Tyrannoch.
rest, I will hold my hatred for your people for now.
My
Speak
people
your
are
words.
your people, you foolish woman. Stand with me against the green
I think
tide.
this unwise.
No one likes me. I don't know why I'm even trying to do that. No one likes
These
me.
are no true Altharion.
I head back down and we're
Duty
ready.
is past.
Take back our town, and then... Oh, Avalon. Yes, run away. Run far, far away, Eltharion. The shrine beckons, does it not? Broken Axe didn't do anything. Always nice to see, but the power difference with them is... Oh, and Avalon has gone to war with Safari, which helps us even more. We definitely want to get Safari on board, then. Nortrelinia
Futile. They face
is...
the Warden.
It's just not worth fighting that, is it? I mean, that's so massively in our power. I really just don't think it's worth... Oh, but then we could capture him. No, go on, let's give it a
Is
go.
unthinkable.
as many people have said, and as I myself have felt in this game, actually, the snowball effect is very real in Warhammer 2, which I haven't really realised until I've started to get more hours into it. And so once we get to that point where we've really basically secured Ulthuan and we've got the Badlands really tamed and under control, then the game does start to lose a bit of its magic. So I think it's best to capitalise on this point where the game's still... There's a risk with every battle. And so we should play these earlier ones whilst that risk is still present. Oh, I forgot you. And the Faith Bearers, are you... No, you're more aggressive, so we'll pop you on the wings.
We will obey.
Right, so stand yourselves there.
For duty.
2 of you on that side. 1 of you on that side. But the real point of today is to throw as many arrows at them as we can. We've got a noble,
Eltharion!
and we'll take Eltharion right down the middle. Also, we want to fight the battles so that Eltharion can get as much experience as possible. Run yourselves forward, run yourselves forward. Speaking of running forward, let's get the Rangers into there. The Noble up.
As you say. Orders understood.
Move forwards.
Understood.
Spears ready, you're going to be going through. Oh, I've really messed up your line. Why didn't I just group them as a line, I hear you cry.
Eltharion guides us.
Archers, as soon as you are available to fire, do so. Bring down anything that comes in range. Let's make it a bit more cinematic as we watch these fools rumble beneath the crushing weight of elven arrow fire. Orc archers yet again. I turned off the shaky cam. That was really, really annoying. I don't know many people that would want that. It just makes you feel unwell rather than invested in the battle. Nice. Now the only problem, of course, is going to be the enemy general, who we shall try and deal with Eltharion. I think they're close enough to get everyone going in. So all of you come out of defence and let's charge into these buggers. Show 'em elven might. You go with Eltharion, actually. You guys there, straight down the centre. You go with them. You go with them, and you're going to flank around, and Noble, you're going to go. Which leaves most of the archers free to shoot the enemy archers, which is good. Now, before you charge in, give them one of them.
One's dead!
In we go. Oh, he's got a spear now. Oh, the carnage. And chaos ensues. Hold on. Just one cotton-picking moment. Oh no, this isn't where it is it? Hang on. Sorry, hang on. Oh no, I appear to have lost it. I definitely turned it off. Is it under the controls? Yes, it is. Camera shake, I turned you off. Maybe we have to save it, I don't know. Apologies for making you watch that. I turned the camera shake, he says, and then the camera shakes. Or maybe it crashed. No, it hasn't crashed in all my time, as I've said. I don't know what happened, but in any event, it's off again. And if any of you didn't know you could turn off the camera shake, you now do.
Serve the king.
Right, the enemy is routing and fleeing, so every archer that we have, if you would, target them. Every spearman, pull out.
We will obey.
Pull all of those out.
Order repositioning!
And everyone bring down that general. Keep firing, keep firing. We'll catch him. We'll catch him. Wait for it. Pop him. Go for it. Fire, 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 fire. Loose. Yes, a nice easy take. They are very easy to kill when they aren't allowed to run, I find. Look at the banner again. I want to say that is... I know, I have literally no idea. I mean, but it looks sort of like a hummingbird, but it hasn't got the beak for it. It's got the beak more of a... I don't know, of a sparrow or a... I don't know. Does anyone know what that bird is? I'd like to know. We only lost 33 elves, or Asur, and the enemy has been utterly destroyed. So it should be.
Prince Eltharion.
Yes, and we got the Fang Sword of Eltharion. He's turning into a master, and the influence boost is fantastic. Coupled with the treasury boost, we get the speed, bonus versus infantry, the siege holdout time. I really like that. And we've unlocked those. Let's just make sure Eltharion's using it. Yes, he is. He's got the spyglass, which I haven't used yet. We don't really want him having a casting one of those, I don't think. Although that gives him a 44% magic resistance, but then I don't think he really comes under too much magical attack. Anyway, we've got all the traits we want down there. If we get some a little later on, we might go for the healing, or indeed lightning strike, so that we can. Or maybe we should get. I know what I said, but I'm gonna do it. We're gonna lightning strike as well. I just like the blue line first. It just makes the most sense to me. And you can start replenishing our troops.
No
Our
glory.
troops don't really need replenishing,
Only suffers.
but we can't move anywhere anyway, so we wait. Now, Nordrlinja has kind of what we would want it to have, really. Let's just, before we do that,
Loyal servant.
have a little word with Safari.
It is good to receive
Oh,
guests.
it's already on
of
moderate. Will you take my entire amount of money and agree to that?
Unlikely.
No, come on! It's only going to go down from here. Let's spend a bit more influence to make them like us. Safari. They were bottom, weren't they? So now they're over there. Yes. And take another hit. Go on. And what about the border princes? Can I give you another go? No, not enough. Wow, you need loads. We haven't really met anyone else yet that we would like to get on side, other than the frogs in the south. The Bretonians down here. We'd probably want to get them on board. But I can't speak to them yet, because I haven't sent anyone over. Perhaps our noble could head over there once we've arrived in Gorgazan. Oh, and our lawmaster Cathal has gone up again. Let's boost your training to the max. What should we do with you?
Archmage.
I think we should possibly pull you back and just get you ready to deal with that rebellion, yeah.
Row at you.
Not too worried about conquering much more on Ulthuan, because we should hopefully soon be able to confederate with Safari. Although we might want to wait until they've taken the Gain Vale first. That'd be very handy. Avalon has hardly anything. They've only got Whitefire, Tor, Evershale and the Vale. North of that, they've got the Cane. We could take the entirety of Nagaroth. Interestingly, Nagaroth, which is just the way it's pronounced as I understand it, but if you play as Nagaroth and you get the special assassin who has the 100% chance of killing who he targets, one of his phrases is that he says Nagaraith. And I thought that was one of those words that everyone knows that it's pronounced Nagaroth. So why didn't they tell the voice actor that it's pronounced Nagaroth? And they just sort of let him get away with it. I don't know. I wonder if they just don't give those guides. I find that interesting. Oh, hey, what's going on over here? Oh, no. What are you doing here? You've got the vampires are digging into your heartlands.
Duty.
Oh, no. No, we're never going to get back in time. He's going to attack and kill our settlement. Oh, this displeases me greatly. The garrison there is handy, but it's handiest at the head of an army. Now, if we fast travel, he'll just attack us. Of course he will. I think the best thing we can do is try and catch that bridge battle. And then wait there, and on the next turn, we'll be able to make it. Although we won't, will we? Because is that yellow barrier? No, that's just where we'd go if we speed march. It's right, if he takes Norovest, he won't get any garrison. We can pop in and take it straight back, but we will lose a lot of forces, which is a real pain in the neck. But do build me that war hall. Ah, Trace can upgrade. Yep, let's do that. And if Rest can give us that, we'll spend the money on more money. We don't want to... we need to have some money left over, of course, so that we can get Safari to confederate, but that's the least of our problems at the moment with Grom here, finally.
Waste of Grom's time.
He's looking a little grey, though, isn't he? He's supposed to be green, and he's looking decidedly textureless. Is that because he's in some sort of stance that makes him grey, or has the game broken and his texture's not rendered? Knowing, having been in and around Total War games for some time now, and dealing with the many bugs of Medieval 2, I am tempted to suggest that that is a bug, and not because he's supposed to be great. We'll find out now, I suppose, because he's just sieged us, but he didn't instantly attack. Oh, of course he can't unless he has some sort of siege equipment or something along those lines, can't he? The Vanaheimlings and Leifgul Branson has declared war on me. You realise how far you are away from me, right? Yeah. Very well. Eotane will get on board. They love us. Yes. And now my ally hates the Vanaheimlings. Empire isn't your job to deal with the Vanaheimlings. Yeah, Kothic's going to rebel, but that's the least of our concerns.
no
Because for now, we need to deal with Grom. Hold on, he's coloured now. Yes, it must have been something to do with the position and stance he was in. Alright, Eltharion, we are only a short time into the campaign, but you have now... You are now called to your honour.
Take their heads.
For your hated enemy, we have finally tracked him down. And if we could capture him, that would be fantastic. But that is going to be difficult. Make no mistakes. I'm going to first of all just focus on not dying is going to be the main feature of this battle. He's got some river trolls, he's got some stone trolls, some pump wagons again, lots of wolf chariots, and then archers and whatnot. We've got our little noble, we've got our sun dragon, everyone's at full strength.
We must avenge.
Let us do it. I didn't expect to bump into his enormity this soon into the campaign. I thought he might linger on the eastern fringes of our realm, where the Skaven seem to be giving him trouble. But as he has come for us, we shall oblige him, and we've been given the very worst possible situation, with only 5 winds of magic. Ronald is definitely not with me. We do what we can. Right, but remember, we've got the spyglass. We can boost our archers. We did attack him, but we don't want to move on him until our reinforcements arrive. And we've got this absolutely glorious hill right here. I do love a hill. Eltharion is with you, men. And under Eltharion's guise and guide, we shall smash them. This time, we hope anyway. Much depends on this. There he is. He is a rather rotund fellow, isn't he? He's got a little bit going on. His belly rings aren't actually attached to his body, but we'll just ignore that for the moment. And we'll set ourselves up on this lovely steep hill over here. Absolutely fantastic. Right, let's do it. Quick march. He's calling something in on our units, isn't he? No. We're going to have to do a more... We're going to have to do a noob circle, everyone. It's like watching Rome 1 again, isn't it? Get the Spartans into a shape like this, and nothing can break through that line. Send another spear unit over there, actually. Right, Mistwalkers, stand yourselves there. Get that Sun Dragon over and get him over quickly. Rangers, cover yourselves on that hill. Take the 2 nobles with you. Get them over there. Archers who are already here. They are going to try and flank, and we will try and stop them. But as expected, the campaign AI, or the AI in Total War games, always seems to attack you regardless of whether or not it was the defender or the attacker. It's something you can almost always count on, and there's very little that you can do to change it, unfortunately. Our reinforcements are just behind us, but they've got to run up that hill. That's alright. Sun Dragon will be there in time. And Eltharion, you are going to stand with your Faith Walkers. Let's have a look at them. Faith Bearers, sorry. Sword and shield. They're armoured and shielded, and they frenzy. More damage when their leadership is high. Oh, that's interesting. I would have thought frenzy would be the complete reverse of that, but... Is that Grom coming in on his own? What are you doing? Spears down. Stand your ground. Oh, blimey. Eltharion. This is a job for you, my friend. Spears down. Sun Dragon. Go and deal with those. You, take out those archers there. No, take out those trolls. Take out those stone trolls. Yes, please. Thanking you. And you are all dealing with those river trolls. Yes, I'm very on board with that. Turn of face, just a touch. Where are those extra spearmen? I've sent you to the wrong side, really. Run yourselves over there. These archers, you're just going to need to go like that. You don't bother going all that way over there. Just get those. I wanted Eltharion to go for Grom, but Grom's moving around too much. Get the dragon into the air again. Our spearmen get an anti-large, so that they are actually ideal for dealing with those trolls. But it's over here where we've got problems. Our spearmen are moving over. He's moving over.
Excellent. Agreed.
Go and hit those chariots there. This unit's routing. There's lines that are broken. Oh, Grom is a weak-ass general, isn't he? He's taking so much damage just from arrow fire.
We will obey.
Right, let's get you involved.
Lacoy!
Let's get you involved.
As you say.
Charge, charge, charge. This is already going in our favour, and I think this time it's likely because we've put ourselves in a good position. Standing on top of a hill, always handy.
Always ready.
Where's your spyglass? Is that a constant effect around you? Oh, that would be handy if it is. Because you're standing next to the archers at the moment.
Acknowledged.
These archers here.
Let's
move you out. Where is Grom? Grom. There he is. Eltharion.
Eltharion, sir!
Now is your time! Oh no, go on. Push through. Ah, he ran away. Just fight those. The dragon's taking a bit of a pounding. Let's get him in the air. How are we doing on the right?
Noble.
You moving on those?
For duty.
And those spearmen you're moving over. It doesn't really matter. This is going to be an easy victory, all told. I think we might be able to catch Grom if we can. If we can just catch him, really.
Eltharion! Avenge the
Where did he go? Is that him over there? Yes, it is.
Understood. Asa attack.
Just keep up the fire. Shoot whatever you like. It's definitely a win.
God bless.
Get your men, or rather yourself, out of there.
Spearmen.
We've got some extra archers.
Archers. Forward.
Come over here and help with these, because they're giving us the runaround.
Defending order.
There's Grom over there. Oh, the leadership is tanking. He's only fighting against... Oh, our elite spearman. He's running away! Oh, no, we're never going to catch him now. He's way too far away. But there we are. A very simple victory.
For duty.
Almost no challenge whatsoever. We barely showed up. Oh, look, this guy can get caught.
Archers, as you say, without fail.
Get him. He's going down. We've got easily caught him. Nice.
Acknowledged. Loyal.
Well done. And you happened to be the regiment of renown, didn't you? That was a complete fluke, but exactly what we needed. And holding atop the hill, we have fought Grom. Oh, that was the most ignominious defeat that I'm sure that fat bugger's likely to suffer. But it matters not. We've smashed him and we've sent him running, but we will pursue him to the ends of the deserts themselves if it need the musts. If need must. We'll have him in Athel tomorrow, don't you worry about that. His trolls put up absolutely no challenge with the spearmen fighting downhill. And really, Grom's the only unit aside from that one annoying skirmishing chariot on our eastern flank that actually managed to do all that.
Coin is
No, let's replenish. I like replenishing.
Prince Eltharion, Ivres's guardian.
Yes, Eltharion, you have unlocked Stormwing, and because the trailer is so cool, I'm going to give Stormwing to you. Because I just can't not, really, can you? What do some of your actually abilities do? Let's just spend a moment to look. So, dedicated to Ladriel, Vigor loss reduction, weapon strength, and missile strength for any Mistwalker unit. That is handy, but we'd need to get more Mistwalkers to make use of it. Storm of Blades makes him a one-off beast with an armor-piercing weapon damage and speed boost. Armor plus 10 for shielded units, and ability Unending Volley for missile units. I don't know what that is, we'll have to look into that. Wall Warden, armor plus 15 units or units when defending. Construction costs reduced for walls and garrison in all provinces. That's nice. Public order -1, but enemy leadership goes down in local regions, and the Mistwalker barrage is reduced by 50%. That's his primary spell damage thing, isn't it? Unyielding march, movement range +10, recruitment cost down, and global recruitment +2. That's good. And he gets some various passive abilities with that. Otherwise, he's just your sort of standard melee general. Foe Seeker and then the wounds and all those kinds of things. It's probably best to go down the red line, to be honest, to make his army better. The red line and possibly the top line, they seem to be the best ways to go. I should have thought. Particularly when you get into things like the immovable force and is it favourable winds for the missile strength? Yeah. I'm not usually too bothered about that one because I don't tend to train any of those units. But I note that rangers have been added to that and so have Warlion chariots. But I don't tend to bother with that one. That one's obviously usually very good because Phoenix Guard are very handy, and so are dragons and so are dragon princes. But We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. For now, I am going to give him Stormwing. We can always take it away, can't we? You can always dismount him if it proves to not be worthwhile. And Yelgren, you can't replenish our troops any further, so let us turn you into a weapon master. And everybody
Cull the green.
sit in there just for a turn, and we'll get a nice solid replenishment buff. But otherwise, they are getting a little too close for comfort, and I think we will have to turn our attentions. But I do want to take that first. I want to unite the damned region. And I bloody well will. But hello there. Welcome to the prison of Aldamara. Here you will unlikely to find rest or respite. Again, I think killing him's probably the best bet. We're not too concerned about getting line of sight in the region he's in, because he could go all the way back to the mountains, and that's way too far away. The treasury, we're not also that. I've already executed.
Threat removed.
It matters not. I've already done it.
The Warden of Tor Ivres.
We got 5 supplies, didn't we? Oh, sorry. We can go back and upgrade something. So that's the one that we've now completed, isn't it? The Watchers of Ivres. It would be handy to get a better indication that you've actually upgraded it. I note that it has gone from a sort of broken icon to a full icon, but even just a sort of little tick next to it, or some sort of marker that says this building is fully upgraded, would be quite handy. I think it's probably best to focus on upgrading. That just goes through them, doesn't it? And gives them all greater unit capacity. Then that one gives a general melee, defense, melee attack, and leadership for them all. Right, and then the ones that we've got over here. Mists of Arrest province effect. Friendly armies within the Mist of Arrest gain additional movement range and the Envelop Mists army ability. And at number 2, reduce recruitment time and increase winds of magic power reserves. But we haven't really got the mist set up yet, have we? And that unlocks the ability to interrogate. No, but you can make interrogation better. No, I think we're going to go for this one and get the recruit rank up on the Mistwalkers.
Never.
Because we can now actually train some. Perhaps we should consider doing that.
Is purpose.
What Mistwalkers are available to us? Spire Guard, they're a better version of an archer. And the Faith Bearers, who have proven to be quite handy swordmen. They're probably a direct upgrade on rangers, I should have thought. With almost more than twice the upkeep, blimey. But they come out with fantastic experience. And they don't have anti-infantry, but they're better anyway, so that doesn't matter too much, does it? But no, I'm not overly concerned at the moment to retrain anything into any of the other types. No, I think we should be alright. You're going to rebel. Perfect. The rebellion is time. Oh, just as you come back. That's such poor timing, Kothic. Such poor timing. And we can't get into Torakare from the east, can we? We've got to cross that damned river. Right.
Order must be maintained.
Come at me then. And we've got the Vanaheimlings on the way, of course. Can't forget that either. Always nice to have multiple threats to worry about, isn't it? It's always nice to have something extra on top to worry about.
The defense of Ivres.
Hello, Cetra. Oh, you've only got a single region, so I'm not overly concerned that you are no longer letting me walk through it. Oh, you... No! Please don't be attacking me, Red Undead. I'm super friendly. I'm a really chill guy. Despite what you may have heard, and despite the name, I'm actually a really chill guy. And we'll get on really, really well. I'm humorous, witty, I'm a delight to be around, and I'm often invited to parties. Let's just mop them up. We haven't got time to let them stack.
Destiny lies there. Master Mage.
It's going up to +7 now, and courtesy of the military crackdown. But without the +7, it is a -1. But it will then I possibly be... I think that may have just solved the rebellion problems in that region now. Nortralinia can upgrade. Yes, I think we will do that. Yep. And then we'll just... I know we've got a lot of money, but I want to keep gathering money because I know Confederation is not cheap. It will not be cheap. And that is a pile of stinking dung. Why haven't we turned it into a proper city? What is the point of that? We've just got some banners around a pile of mushrooms and we're calling it a town.
Haunted by fate.
Ridiculous.
The Grim Prince.
Oh, he actually flies on his... I forgot that they do that. See, there are so many quality of life features for these later games that I desperately wish Medieval 2 had. Should we do Ladriel's Blessing now so that we get that power? Even though it doesn't actually do anything, we get the cost is
The
offset, isn't it?
mists may be restored, but more can be done to increase their potency. Increasing Ivres.
Yes, gathered. Yeah, we'll recruit a war line of trace, and we get 2,020. Well, that's pretty good. We don't have the building to even get it yet, though, so it won't be coming anytime soon. What was it that we just got? It was a talisman, wasn't it? The Lawmaster's Cloak. We've currently got the Dawnstone, which gives physical resistance. The Lawmaster's Cloak would give melee defense, magic resistance, and then an extra magic resistance that we can pop in the battle. I kind of feel like the physical resistance is better because he's going to be flying around and attacking things, and he's unlikely to be attacked from with magic. Lorna already has a talisman that gives a magic resistance and fire resistance. Cavill doesn't have anything, but you're in a place that we wouldn't want it. No, give it to Yelgren. Yelgren, you take that. And a potion of healing will be handy for you. Can I give you anything in there? No. You're percussive. It gives a charge bonus. You're also called Yelgren. That's not the most fantastic name, is it? Should we call you Turin just because why not? We're elves. Let's call you Turin.
I am sworn to eradicate greenskins.
Oh, we will be doing some of that, I assure you. I assure you. I've been wanting to make that terrible, terrible pun since I started playing. And it was worth every penny. Ah, the red people disappeared. Oh, and Grom buggered off over there. Oh, he's in the underway. That's why he's grey. Yes. Now it all makes sense. And Kothic goes running back to their single remaining province, as the Vanaheimlings are really intent on coming for us, aren't they?
My life for Tor Ivres.
You just can't catch him, can you? He's just out of the way. Do you have anything that increases our speed? I don't think so. Let's improve your leadership. I like leadership.
Duty is perfect.
That's really annoying, because he's just running around giving us grief. We don't want to be chasing him for days, but all he's got to do is pop back to Morkheim. Oh no, have the undeads been killed? They have, haven't they? The Bitterstone Mine is now held by the Greenskin Rebels that rebelled against them. The Teeth Snatchers, stupid name, have taken the Dragonborn Mines. The Broken Axe has very little in the west, actually, and very little in the east. Oh, Grom, you're going to go out in a whimper. What a damp squib you've become.
Obey the vow.
Please attack him. Come on, look, you're so
Leave
close.
none
Just
alive.
throw a stone at him or something.
They face the water.
But he's so close.
Seek out enemies.
We're not going to get him. It's not to be. It's not our day. Such is life. Let's boost your... Yeah, let's boost that and then we'll go down the yellow line. Right, Toracare likes us. Torcruali. Koruali, yeah. Koruali. That likes us as well. Trelinia and Torivers, have been turned. Got a little bit more money. Let's keep making Safri like us with the influence that we're now getting there. Safri like us more. Border princes, please like me a bit more. Thank you very much. How are we doing now? We're still very low in relations.
Can I offer Make your case quickly before my arrows find you.
Do you like anyone? No. Oh, hang on. Where's Nagareth? Nagareth.
There is only vengeance. How
you don't absolutely hate me.
Southern realm, my kin.
Soft southern realm. Dear, oh dear.
The
You
time
really
is
don't
not
want it,
right.
do you? Alright, Safri.
Let's hear it. I am incredibly
She
busy.
doesn't want it at the moment. We'll wait till the next turn. You still at war with Avalon? Yeah. And you still haven't moved any further. Ah, Evershell has fallen to Eotane. So Avalon have only 2 provinces remaining. They're really up
Weaver
against
of
it.
spells. They are unworthy.
They certainly are, Lorna. Chase her down.
This is
Finish
absurd.
her off. We need to cut the head from the snake by killing that outside army. And then we can move in and take Toranlek. And then I suppose, if we must, we can take the shrine. Although the Vanaheimlings are coming and I need to head back and deal with them. I didn't actually want to go all the way over there. We've just got to pop back, crush the pathetic attempt that they call an invasion. Where is Grom going to run to, I wonder? Carcassonne has been destroyed. Grom has fled to the Dragonborn mines, but he hasn't gone very far. That time it looks like we might be able to catch him. And the Vanaheimlings, is your destination as expected?
Negotiation with such as you betray.
Why are you declaring war on me as well? Look at you. You've not even finished with your... Eotane's on board, and the Vanaheimlings, there they are. They've made it all the way to Mistnar. We must turn back. Carcassonne destroyed, we're being raided.
Most gifted. Do not tarry.
We'll run as far as we can, because I have no fear of that army. Ingemar Gridolfsson, Kjarl Björk, and Kalgakil Njalsson, a Marauder chieftain. They've got Marauder horsemen, Marauders, spearmen, berserkers. They've got the works.
The Aesir are troubled.
The Aesir certainly are troubled, but you like me a lot more now. That's nice. That's very nice. We'll keep up. We're not too concerned about growth. I'd love growth here, though, so they get Tour of Rest upgraded, but it's not to be. Oh, yes, you can just about see the mists. They don't cover anywhere that we don't own, though. That's disappointing. Right, Eltharion. I believe you should be able to catch him now. Surely. Look how close you are.
Remove this threat.
No.
Take that.
Apparently we can just never catch him. He's always going to be a turn ahead of us. That's so annoying.
I am sworn to eradicate.
Oh, that's so very annoying. But once we've just sort of ushered him off... Hold on, let's have a look at these people.
Mess with me.
You're at war with the undead, but you're not allied with the broken... with him. With Grom. Right, hopefully we'll be able to catch him at the start of the next episode, because that is going to end this episode number 5. So as is with the release of the initial starting set of these videos, the first... this is the first of a number of videos that have been released at the same time. However, the other videos that have been released with this one are unlisted. So you will be able... The end screen now will pop up with the next episode, and the playlist is linked in the description, so you can find all the videos easily enough. But it may be unlisted, or I may just have stuck with publishing them all at the same time. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, that concludes episode number 5. So do let me know your thoughts on this one and whether or not you've enjoyed watching it. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it, and I will continue to enjoy playing it as we continue mapping and spreading out here in the Badlands and fighting against people I haven't really fought against before. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Perimad Melonin, and farewell.